that if you put yourself in a calorie friggin' deficit, the way you view this is good and bad and over and it's back on and screw that shit. Welcome back to the Ask a MilFit show. Hey, I'm Matt from Matt Lane Fitness. If you're new here, it means so much that you'd come by. I hope you'll drop your question down below because I love answering questions. As you'll see on the sides of me, that's exactly what this thing's all about. I'm a personal trainer, registered nurse, and a behavioral change specialist. I love this stuff. Drop them down below. Let's get into the first question. Here we go. Yummy. Rate my workout of 10. Hey guys, so I've been lifting for nearly a year now, and I wanted some feedback on my regime. I've written a 3-day full body power building-esque split. I am a fan of full body. I don't have a problem with it. I think it gets crapped on way too much. I like it. Monday, bench press 5x5. I started out doing 5x5, so it's near and dear to my heart. Deadlift 5x5. So you're doing bench and deadlift in the same day. Easy curl bar 3x12. I've always liked the easy curl bar. So that's the bar that has the little squiggles in it, you know, in the middle. I've always liked it. Dumbbell lateral raise 3x15, incline dumbbell press 3x12, chest supported row. Okay, I love the chest supported row. So you know how you can do a row, like a cable row or something like that? They do have a machine where you rest your chest on it. And I've always liked that because it takes the requirement out of the low back. You know, it just allows you to focus on the upper back and the ability to contract, squeeze those muscles in the back. So I like that. Crunches 3x15, assisted pull-ups 3x15. Monday sounds great. The cool thing about full body is you can hit everything once. You come back after hopefully a 24-hour rest period, which that's exactly what this person has done. They're coming back on Wednesday, giving themselves an ample time. They're doing incline bench press, so smart that they're focusing on the top shelf of the chest because that's often neglected. 5x5, I like it. Squats 1x12 plus 4x5. That's an interesting little run up there. So you're doing a little bit of hypertrophy, or maybe you're using that 1x12 as a warm-up set. Regardless, I like that. So you've hit your 3 compound movements all in 2 days. I like that a lot. Dumbbell front raises 3x15. Face pulls with the rope 3x15. All right, the neglected rear delts. The face pull is one of the best movements on that cable machine you can do. So far, this is really, really good programming. I like this. Laying hamstring curls. I like them. I feel like laying hamstring curls rather than seated, I feel like I feel it more. Maybe it's just me, but you know, you have the seated option where you're doing hamstrings and you squeeze back like that versus laying down and curling your legs up behind you. I feel like laying down, I've always felt it more. You're doing a tricep push down. This is really good. So a tricep push down, one thing I would point out, I tend to feel the tricep push down better. I can target things better with a straight bar rather than the rope. That's just me, but it looks like you did not indicate that, so I like it still. Barbell rows 3x12, solid movement, requires low back, bare minimum for you to lay over. Hanging leg raise till 3 times failure. Okay, I mean, I like it. Hanging leg raise, it hits every bit of the core. I mean, it's hitting your low back, your obliques, your rectus abdominis, all that. Wednesday and Monday look fantastic. Friday, squats. So let's see here. You have squatted twice a week. You have done 2 forms of bench a week, and you've done 1 deadlift. Okay, and you got RDLs done there, so this is solid. Squats 1x12 with the 4x5, and then you have lat pull downs. I love it. Seated shoulder press. I like seated because it takes out the ability to use your legs to get that last little oomph. So very nice. RDLs, always a great movement. Leg extensions, gotta love those. I wish I had something like that in my gym that I could do that with, like a legit machine. And hammer curls 3x15. You put 3x12 as well, so I don't know, are you doing some sort of drop set maybe? Or I mean, this is really solid. 6 to 8 movements in each of them. This is going to require you a lot of time, but if you enjoy it, this is a hell of a program. If you're getting enough recovery time, which it sounds like you are, how's the sleeping, how's the nutrition? I gotta tell you, I think this is a 10 out of a 10. Rate my workout. This is the first time I've done it, and I give you a 10 out of 10. I like it a lot. There's nothing I'd change. If you enjoy it, it's perfect for you. Moving on to the next question. Unsure of whether I should be bulking or cutting. I'm unsure of whether I should be bulking or cutting because of my face fats. Say what? I've always been conscious about my face fat. I used to run a lot to try and burn face fats. It's just weird wording. Best ever since I started gymming and put on about 9 kilograms, I noticed my face started getting bigger as well. I'm currently about 8 months into gymming journey. Get together! I'm currently about 8 months into my gymming journey. Have been taking my diet more seriously for the last 3 months now, but my diet was dirty bulking. Okay. So were you taking it seriously or not? There's a lot going on here. Always adding reps per workout session, taking things near failure. Okay. Only other substance I take is protein powder. Currently 173 centimeters and 65 kilograms. Well, here's the deal. You can't spot reduce fat, okay? You can't lose fat just from here or just from here with nutrition or an increase in activity. You have to put yourself in a calorie deficit. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. You can use the app Lose It or MyFitnessPal to do so. Put yourself in a calorie deficit, and that's how you drop fat. So it sounds like you're hyper-focused on this facial fat thing. That's going to be there for as long as you're in a calorie surplus, okay? Since you're saying this about the face fat, I have to lean on you should be cutting because you're talking about that portion so much. So shoot for the cutting because it sounds like that's what you want. Last question. Every time I lose weight, I end up having one bad weekend. Oh, Jesus. And gaining it all back over the following weeks. Hey, everyone. Long-time lurker. I've been having the issue for months/years and really have no idea how to handle it. I know it's my fault, okay? It's a mental thing, and the best response is just to say, just be more disciplined. No. It's, first of all, it's not your fault, and it's not a discipline, okay? But I don't know how to stop this behavior. I even know it's going to happen. I've lost 25 pounds over a couple months. My birthday came, so I decided to have a free weekend, and now I am 2 months later, having gained about 13 pounds back, okay? How do you all manage to keep it off after having a bad weekend? It's like I do so well, then being bad again makes my body crave food. I'm air quoting the hell out of this. So then I just go on weeks of binge eating and not tracking. Any advice would be incredibly appreciated. So the way you view this is good and bad, and I stopped and I started and it's over and it's back on, and screw that shit. You have to look at this as a long-term, ongoing, gonna be tough, gonna be rad, gonna be shitty situation. It's not gonna be smooth sailing at all times, and simple discipline alone is not gonna stop you from having the cravings or having the relationship you have with foods. You have to understand this is a long game. So I understand you've been struggling for months and years, but maybe it's your perspective and how you're viewing it of, I'm bad now, or I fell off the wagon. If there's one thing I hate the most is hearing, I fell off the wagon. No, it's a part of your friggin' journey, and there's a reason you fell off the wagon that weekend. Maybe you had increased stress. Maybe you had not enough sleep. Maybe you have things inside of your life that you don't realize that are causing you to emotionally eat. Maybe it's boredom. Maybe there's a billion things in your life that you don't realize, but if you do understand that if you put yourself in a calorie friggin' deficit, that's how you lose fat. You can use the app Lose It or MyFitnessPal or increase your activity to put yourself in a calorie deficit. When you do that for an extended period of time, you are going to drop fat. Now, if you put yourself in a calorie surplus, guess what? The fat's coming back. But if you don't have the behavior change aspect to know that this is a long-term game and there's going to be peaks and holy shit moments of awesome and valleys of son of a bitch, why am I doing this? If you understand that's how it's going to be, just like life, then you're going to view this differently and you're not going to feel the need to have a free weekend. And the more you deprive yourself and say, nope, I can't have it, that's a bad thing, the more you want it. When we tell kids not to run out in the road, they immediately have more interest in running out the road, which is why you hold the arm and, don't let them run out. But you get what I'm saying. That I think that this is your view of this. I think that you probably are going too hardcore with the fitness. So it doesn't sound like it's sustainable for you. What you should be doing is taking things slower and knowing that small steps crush when you have a 5-pound weight loss. I don't give a damn about that. It's what you can do on a long-term basis. If you're looking for fitness plans that do exactly that, then check it out down in the description below and in the pinned comment, because it's exactly what I do. To the Mental Fit Mafia, to the patrons, if you're feeling squirrely, you can join them because I appreciate the hell out of them. They've been supporting this channel, this business for a long time. Thank you to all of you. You don't have to be perfect at this fitness thing. Just be better than yesterday. Every day.